Welcome back. Well, it's one of those unfortunate realities, especially for children and families, lice. And while that may strike some panic in you just thinking about it, there are some ways to get treatment and have lice removal. And here to tell us about a new concept and a new way to help families deal with the problem, we welcome Betsy Harrington, owner of a new business, the Nanny. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Christy.
When you told me about this concept, I just love the idea. I think some of the best ideas in the world come from moms who've just dealt with things themselves and come up with a solution, and that's kind of how you got into this,
right?
That is
exactly how it happened a couple of years ago, and he's 8 years old, so I'm allowed to say this now without him getting mad at me. He doesn't know I'm here. My child came home with head lice, and after I spent countless hours and a lot of money on over-the-counter products that didn't work, I thought there's got to be another way I can deal with this, but really there wasn't. And then when I had friends that were dealing with the same problem, they said the same thing, and I thought, this is something I should look into. So I just started doing it and researching it, and here I am.
So this has become kind of a specialty for you.
Yes.
And, you know, sometimes people have no idea what to do.
Right.
How do you come in and help?
Well, what I do is I go into your home, so it's completely private and confidential, no one knows. I come into your home and treat the affected person, and oftentimes it's an entire family. So, you know, just because you think one person in your family has head lice, a lot of times it's more, which is why people keep it for 2 and 3 months at a time. So I treat the person, and then I give them homework for the next 2 weeks on what they need to do to keep their family free from head lice and to keep it from recurring. Because
it really is much more than just getting it out of your hair.
It is. It is. Which brings us to my product line, Out of Your Hair. we have a couple of different product lines that we use, but the Nanny, but the important thing is that they're non-toxic. So they are completely safe for your whole family. They are basically essential oils and enzyme-based, all natural products. So it's safe.
And some of that homework is things that you mentioned with some stuffed animals, bedding, some of those things are becoming an issue too.
Right. People think that you have to like put everything in bags for 2 weeks on end and take everything away from your children, but you don't. Really, 98% of the problem is in your hair. The rest of the problem can be vacuumed up or laundered.
So none of that thinking that you have to get rid of things or all that.
Exactly. So stop the panic, deal with it, but deal with it head on, no pun intended. Just get it over with and deal with it. But people think that you can just treat it one time with shampoo and it's over, but it's not. You have to know what to do.
And another big misconception is that people think, you know, there may be a stigma attached to it and it's a comment on your hygiene habits or whatever, and we know that's not the case either.
No, it's not. They don't care how much money you make or where you live. But I do know, I feel like it's not really as important that you have lice. It's important that you get rid of lice.
Great. Well, if folks are interested in learning more and if they need the service, it's a good thing to jot down. They can make appointments through you?
They can make appointments. They can go to my website, check out my website. You can make an appointment through the website. All kinds of information on things you can do for your house and your family on the website. And also you can like me on Facebook or check out my Twitter and follow my Twitter.
Right. And you see information there, the phone number and the website, theknitnanny.net. Love that name. And if you're interested in learning more, it's one of those things like insurance. You hope you never need it, but if you do, it's good to know it's there.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Betsy, for sharing that information.
Christy.
We will be right back with the last check of your forecast after this.